Rampage. Tony Schiavone's here.
Claudio Castagnoli. And this past Wednesday night at Dynamite, not going to have to restrain him for long. This Wednesday night in Cleveland.
Punk and Moxley next week. Who's going to be the real champion? I'll tell you this. Steamboat, the sycophant, the goody juice. Tell up, Schiavone.
And you have a chance to join us in Cleveland this Wednesday night. AEW
Honor World Champion. I'm standing in front of your world champion, in front of one of my idols. Thank you.
One of the all-time greats, whether I like him or not.
I don't really, I feel kind of weird about it, is this championship. So, I'm just anybody who wants to step up.
Who is that? Wow! It's the...
You and I have a long history. We've been to war together, you and me. I have dreamt of standing where you are. You and I had a common until you got here. This is a dream of mine. If you accept a seat in your life.
Should have been world champion. Every time somebody comes up to you, be like, man, going. Because I know he kept me going. That's the reason why you...
True.
When I look in your eyes, I still see that same fire. So if you want a chance at this...
Big match for Rampage next week already.
On the planet, I give you my word. I will see you next...
That's right. Already for next week, Excalibur. What a match it's going to be.
What a match.
Here with Ruby Soho and Ortiz, based on recent of that. What it actually is, chomping at the bit to get kids last week. That was cute. That was real cute. But why don't you try your hand at a couple of...
5 years in 6 months in 20 seconds. It'd be right.
God, is that private party?
Yeah. World Tag Team Championship. Quinn, Private Party.
Well, Private by Swwerve in our glory. But remember, the World Tag Team Championship back to the AFO.
Who's
and their opponents at a combined weight of 559 and limitless Keith Lee.
Road to get to this point, but once Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland got go. Keith Lee and Swwerve, a big victory there. Too far underway this Sunday. Dragons land on HBO Max. 200 years HBO Max.
Cannot wait for that, and cannot wait for this match to start.
Looks to make his first defense against the reality. Zack.
Oh, no!
Oh, wait, Keith Lee. That's the thing. Private Party, they've shown a lot of...
When Isaiah doing matches either, if he thinks that a striking match is going to win this contest.
You have to. What else are you going to do? You can't go toe with a behemoth like Keith Lee. I did say...
Wanted to.
I prefer you call him a behemoth, Jim.
He's a behemoth.
Schiavone. And I did use that properly. As did Swwerve.
Use that uppercut. Nice explosion, though, by Swwerve to the
nice.
Rope. Swwerve put...
Nobody home.
Overzealous. Oh, counter, though.
Wow.
By a top. And this Tag Team Championship match continues for the...
Guys, he's really staggering to his feet here.
Singles match way back in Jacksonville.
Well, I mean, Chris, even before that round.
Couldn't believe that.
You're right.
The number 8 seed of SIP.
Let's go, Mark. Let's go. Whoop.
Swwerve Strickland sent into the ropes. Nice drop kick there.
Tell you, these kids, Private Party, confidence, what you got to do, obviously. Look at this.
Cassidy sent outside. Swwerve blocked it. Now Private Party challenging the AEW World.
Hit it. No question, they'll become the new World Tag Team Champions.
Steamroller action, marching on here with Keith Lee. Oh, look at that.
Private Party and a reverse deal for Mark Quinn. Splash.
Man, what a monster.
No!
Well, he's feeling it tonight. He's just throwing these boys around.
Yeah, he could.
So enthralled by just tossing him around, he was still able to kick out.
Look at that.
Enziguri. Isaiah changing. Violent pounce, two. That's no, again.
And the kids are...
Mark Quinn has been turned inside out.
A reminder coming up this, it will be CM Punk and Jon Moxley to unify the eight. No, wow.
Wow, look at the reaction from Swwerve. How about that?
I appreciate the gumption of Mark Quinn.
That's all it is.
Swwerve with Quinn hooked. Oh!
The winners of this match still
Successful first defense of the AEW World Tag Team Underdogs, and they hung with the champs right up until of respect from Keith Lee and Swwerve Strickland.
QT, I don't mean to interrupt whatever game you have going on here.
Well, Lexi, hopefully Powerhouse Hobbs more good luck in store, because Domino Hobbs, my man, tap it. Wow. Whoa, hey, whoa.
I'm gonna take care of that whiny ass bitch. Now, where I'm from,
hand to God, the factory will take care of Ricky Starks.
all right.
Yo, wait.
Time limit is an open challenge for the FTW Champion.
Shut up. Damon Superstar, and certainly the biggest star here. It's a shame, real. And I'm gonna bring it home with me to a state that people actually
Look, this loudmouth up.
Mark Henry will say that.
Weight 201 pounds. He's the FTW Champion.
Wapo, but Hook has a mean streak. We have seen again El Diablo Wapo.
And guys, gotta mention that Hook's incredibly
Champion, and he just brought that title home.
Created by his father, Taz, and keeping it in the family. Hook's got the momentum. Hook's just an angry man, too.
Well, he experience. He knows how to use his leverage effectively. Swinging and missing.
Oh, there you go.
Look out here.
Wow.
The right nerves.
Wow. It's a long Greyhound bus trip back to New...
Well, that kid don't work by the hour, does he?
He sure doesn't.
Parked. He remains undefeated. He remains the F. Parker Daddy Magic Matt Menard of the Jericho Appreciation Society.
That kind of rubs us the wrong way. You think you're a real tough guy, don't you, man?
Cute. And he carries around the FTW Championship. Now, play with me. It was held by a sports entertainer.
We all what happened this week on Dynamite when your own...
The problem is they put their big boy pants on at the wrong time. Putting your hands on me has opened the door for me to spank.
That's right.
Everyone! To the Gun Club next week on Dynamite. And speaking of Dynamite, this past Wednesday night, after his own flesh and blood, Dragon Lee blaming him for the short work of his opponent, the FTW Championship, a standby match. Flanked by Julia Hart, both on
honoring the House of Black, Buddy
and Malachi Black to take on the Dark Order in a quarter tournament we had to go at Dynamite, Tony.
Yeah, we did, and we have another match in
8-9 months away.
Sir Pentacle.
Yeah. Exactly.
Buddy Matthews, the shotgun drop.
A powerful, powerful man.
He was a sprint shot. I was thinking running back here.
It's a field goal he just got on it.
Look to advance in the trios tournament next.
There it is. It's a big
stop. Serpentico.
Oh, that was solid.
The knee strike, the pump handle.
Buddy Matthews.
We have only skimmed the surface.
First round.
Absolutely.
Miro, the man.
Miro, I'd like to see him back in the ring sooner than later.
Look at this. With the architect of the House of Black.
There goes Buddy.
Legs, look at Miro's legs. Those are powerlifter legs right back at you, Buddy Matt. You better watch it.
Remember, she approached him earlier. Just laid him out, and look at the face of Miro.
For the House of Black headed into the tournament.
Jeez, do you think so? I mean, he's kicked.
The expression on the face of Miro tells him myriad of stories.
Shot across the... Wow. Oh, my God!
Was that a tooth that just came?
Dark Order and the Trios Championship Tournament to worry about.
Before you open your mouth, we are... Reba,
what is
give me that. You've got to go. Bye.
Who is she?
Bye.
So I would rather do than sit back and watch the shitstorm on wrestling.
Can't relate. We're definitely not toxic people. No.
Then think of it, Tony. Is your mind right? You love. Make it make sense.
I don't get it.
Regardless, MD. Take it back.
Time limit. Approaching the ring from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
AEW Dark Elevation. Well, she will be stepping into the...
Opponent from Dallas, Texas. The ball.
How she got that Swiss Army knife on her back is amazing to me. Which is the main thing.
She's got one of her.
For 6-8 months like Penelope was, you don't take it lightly.
To make up for lost time here tonight, and she could certainly do so with her beautiful eyes. Shades of the Targaryens.
Good call, which fits in with how...
Trying to get under the skin of Penelope. Nice arm drag. And just a reminder, coming up this Wednesday, August 24th, live from the Wolstein Center in FTW Championship, the match that was supposed to happen at Dynamite, Punk versus Moxley, and now Penelope forced
back elbow.
Cazadora attempt by Penelope after Athena was hung up on the center strand.
And you've got nowhere to go when those ropes...
Pack in the AEW All-Atlantic Championship in his sights, but this...
Once again, I think Penelope, I think you're right, Jim.
Just that, ring gear, you know, all this stuff.
Wings that looks like Daenerys Targaryen, House of the Dragon, debuting.
Ranked competitor.
I don't think she's lost a step.
Ring, am I right?
You're right.
Yeah.
Well, you know, your experience with women over the last 4... Right, baby.
Good, bad, in between, trust me.
I'm probably the only guy in the world that sees that move, and thanks to the great Muda.
Lost the jaw of Athena. Athena dropped. Penelope may have the win here.
Athena gets some momentum here, hopefully from this crowd in Charleston, West Virginia.
Cut. Penelope didn't see it coming. Behind her opponent.
Rolls her up.
Athena not.
Beautiful.
Rampage where Athena just launched Penelope forward into the...
Penelope is down and out as Athena goes to the top.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Beautiful.
1, 2, 3. Well, Athena maintains her momentum, her
This was the baddies.
Kiera Hogan.
The baddies are there.
Kiera Hogan. But at every turn, the baddies have prevented Athena.
They're holding her for. They're holding.
What is? Oh no! Oh,
Jade. Grief. And they're making her. Jade headed to the ring with the sledgehammer in hand as Athena's being restrained. But now Athena trying to fight from this midsection.
Right in the abdomen area.
A brutal attack by ever she can to protect her undefeated streak. But right now, let's take a look at the match that has the world.
One in this ring, I am the AEW.
You ran out of fighting spirit a long time.
It will be Punk for the undisputed champion.
A match to determine the undisputed AEW World Champion, CM Punk and Jon Moxley. We'll hear.
Ricky Starks, you told the world that you're okay with losing. You couldn't do it.
what the?
My God in heaven!
Dynamite, absolute Ricky Starks. Got a whole lot to say.
Collide. FTR's Dax Harwood will go one-on-one with Jay Lethal and Dr. Britt Baker on Will Ospreay and Owen. Then 1 week from tonight, it's AEW Rampage right here on TNT. Pay-per-view, Bleacher Report, and Fight TV internationally. The AEW World Championship is on the line when Thunder Rosa looks to defend against her friend and #1 ranked Tony.
Welcome back to Rampage.
Mark, look. Tonight is gonna walk in the park for the Trustbusters. I gotta be up middle. But that was last week. Let's focus on this week. Let's focus.
You guys aren't even a team, so...
We had a trios match. And we won, baby. And we're gonna do it again tonight.
Well, look like there's been enough talk.
Whoa, hey,
It looked like there's been enough talk. It's time!
Semifinals of the AEW World Trios Championship Tournament. Busters are best friends advancing to the Rampage Finals.
Especially us.
Charleston, West Virginia Championship Tournament. Being accompanied by Sonny Kiss, the team of
Ari Daivari trying to buy his way to those AEW Busters last Friday.
That kind of blew everyone's mind what Sonny did a week ago.
Starship, man!
Yeah, baby, rock this.
Give me some Mickey Thomas, baby.
Control yourself, you little rascal.
He's gonna school that little punk.
and freshly squeezed orange.
Hey, that Orange Cassidy and the best friends, maybe one of the favorites, Busters, specifically Parker Boudreaux.
All these kids dressed up as Orange Team, Trios Team, and I think they have the advantage months ago.
Get right down to it, and they said this even on Wednesday.
Oh, great, but what about the physical condition of the best friends?
Former offensive lineman, in the UCF.
He's the kind of guy that Cowboy Bill watched to see, much like Dr. Steve Williams.
Team, no question about that.
Chuck Taylor sent into the ropes, goes doing a good job. Oh, but Slim J, the right hand to the jaw of Chuck Taylor. Now Slim J.
I agree with you. He's very aggressive. I like. He's not been in AEW long, but he.
Best friend Slim J, power bombs. No, Devary up.
Down to Chinatown by the best friends. There's Beretta in there just kicking arm.
Parker Boudreaux.
Silk and Sunny Kiss is now with them.
Fall to his ass, nothing. You can't teach
fans better watch out, popcorn, and get out of the way.
Boudreaux, Parker Boudreaux does is with such aggression, such force.
With the best friends in Orange County.
I like watching Boudreaux because he's literally just a bull.
You just got to stay. You know what you're going up against him, so you got to catch
Parker Boudreaux.
Parker's only been in pro wrestling a year.
Giving him the direction that he needs from the more experienced members of the team.
Cover about how this team, the Trustbusters.
For them, but it seems to be working so far.
Devary has designs on becoming the inaugural AEW World.
But this is what happens when opportunity knocks. You take advantage of this opportunity. He doesn't want to go back to working at the sewage plant or in the heart, too. He just diverted dopey Paul Turner's attention and got the low blow.
Delivered by Sonny Kiss to Orange Cassidy.
These wrestlers are learning
that experience to do that, right, Jim?
Yeah.
If not, you'll get caught and get disqualified. Like Turner doing exactly what he wanted to do.
But he cannot get out of the corner of the Trustbusters, no matter how hard he surgically repaired neck. No.
That's a good point. Surgically.
Yeah.
And Devary knows that as well as anybody.
Jeez. Oiled rich punk, like you might think, because he's got a lot of money. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I'm not a punk.
Orange Cat Championship Tournament.
Here comes Slim J. Takes Chucky Taylor off the apron.
Look out, Loretta.
Oh, but Trent Loretta the
half and half.
Half and half, exactly. Wow, look at this.
Middle.
He knows exactly who he is from wrestling with him for over 3.
Orange Cassidy. It's the ropes DDT on double. He's calling out Parker Boudreaux.
Oh, no, watch out. And he's blood out there.
Uh-oh.
You can't let this happen, Orange.
Beretta attempting to swarm Boudreaux, but Boudreaux breaks Blue Monster. Oh,
he's just too big and strong.
Here, look at this.
Best friends don't have an answer for Parker Boudreaux.
You better hurry, guys.
And great teamwork from best friends.
And we had 2 incredible Cleveland. John Moxley and CM Punk will fight.
To Daniel Garcia to find out what side he's on, Danielson or Jericho.
I go Cassidy in. Cassidy reverses Devary.
Yeah, blind tag's been made here.
Frog splash 1, 2. Oh, best friends there to break it up.
Slim J.
Again, these guys have got some great teamwork going for such a newly formed team here.
Oh, maybe not.
Taylor with the save.
Chucky can't even reach him.
Oh, the spear!
Yeah, to combat.
Orange punch!
Oh, man.
Beautiful.
That connected on the jaw.
We got
Orange Cassidy and the best friends to advance.
Sonny jumping.
Unless he's wearing 3 cups, he's hurting.
Slim J.
Slim J thought for sure that was over, and so did we.
Got let out of the home.
Looking for the big guy.
He's got thrown over the barrel.
Danhausen putting the curse on Slim J. Slim. And the orange punch wipes out Devary.
Don't look good for
Cassidy on the shots.
And freshly squeezed orange, Cassidy.
Innovative.
And with this victory, face the winner of Dark Order and House of
Trios tournament here. And where does Danhausen are?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us. Things are really heating live for the World Championship.
Garcia, whose side?